guys, and welcome. We have a fantastic new class and series, and it's good old David and Alex. We're back after a 5-year hiatus, or was it 4-year hiatus? How long has it been since we did the original
class? Yeah, it's been about 5 years.
About 4 or 5 years, yeah. So we've been rolling along, and we thought we'd upgrade it for the new YouTube. And today we're going to talk about a number of topics that are key. So we're going to run a series on becoming a dealer, and today we're going to go over the prerequisites. So that's the number one. That's the big thing that we get calls on. Everybody from all over the country, all over the world, they call us. They say, hey, can I be a dealer? And that's what we're going to talk. Can you be a dealer is sort of the question. What do you need to be a dealer? We're going to go down the list. We got it broken down into personality, appearance, disabilities, age, sex, record of life, useful skills, and what are the options near you, basically, right? Okay. So Alex, the first one is, what kind of personality do you need to be a casino dealer? What sort of personality we're looking for?
I would say slightly extroverted.
Slightly?
Yeah.
Would you put yourself in the slightly extroverted category, sir?
Just a tip.
Just a tip. Oh
Just
my God. But you would be a good example of a personality.
Yeah.
Because they put you in high limit.
Yeah.
And you know what? I find that they did that. If I was your boss, because people don't make you nervous.
No, nobody really makes me nervous anymore.
You can manage the money, interact easily.
Yeah. I mean, the personality part, obviously, when some people want to interact with you, it's the finding the balance. Some people want to interact with you and have fun. Good time, great. And then some people want to be very serious, and that's the part where you don't want to distract them or
high limit guys are busy with their pieces.
You're like a chameleon. Yeah, a lot of pieces.
They're working their other side. Anyways, we have stories, dude. We have stories. Okay, this is YouTube. These are people. They know us. Hopefully they love us. These are our peeps. I will say that we have different personalities here at the school. We even have personalities who really don't speak English. Mm-hmm. So English is not the biggest thing, but you have to be willing to smile, willing to engage. Nowadays, back in the day when I first started, it was dummy up and deal, but now they want you to talk, they want you to be expressionate. In fact, some casinos even allow you to fist bump or shake hands. Used to be you weren't allowed to touch a player at all under any circumstances.
Yeah, no high-fiving.
No, but that's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
It depends on the casino you work at. But yeah, so Alex is a great example of someone with a lot of presence, and amazingly, some of you out there, he's very extroverted, but he can turn it off too. He can actually just be efficient with the cards, smile, engage, and just, you know what I'm saying? That's why you're a high limit dealer. I mean, and he's got a lot of presence. You have to have a lot of presence. You got to have, and you develop confidence. So I know some people that start out and get in, they feel like they might not have the confidence to be in front of a crowd, because essentially you're like a mini crowd. But it's not a thing. It takes you a minute, and I've seen some of the most insecure people who just still love to deal the game. And a week into it, they're talking, they're smiling. It becomes sort of your dining room table in a sense when you go to work, no?
You have to be self-aware of what the player's body language is, or how they're interacting with you, basically.
Yeah, 100%. So I really think there's all types of personality, and you always have the option of just turning yourself on for 8 hours or 6 hours at the times that you work. So those people that are just super depressed and introverted. Now, you go to work and just turn yourself on some days and you just get through it. All right. So the next big subject is appearance. A lot of people feel the biggest one I hear now is the tattoos. How much, as far as the tattoos go, so what can you have and what can you not have?
Some casinos, they do allow tattoos. I mean, the biggest thing is just no facial tattoos, and nothing no neck tattoos that are too egregious,
Yeah.
I've seen students with tattoos on their hand, obviously some tattoos inside the sleeve.
Yeah.
A lot of casino jobs are inside the sleeve. Even if it leaks out sometimes, it's not a big deal. The biggest thing I would say is just more of the clean cut appearance, no dreadlocks or any of that stuff, really. Not so much the tattoos.
Yeah, tattoos is not such a big. Obviously, if you have a skull on your face, you probably won't get hired.
Yeah, if you have the Mike Tyson hangover tattoo.
Yeah, we had a dealer with a tattoo on her hand. And a casino finally took her, and she has to just hold her hand up to the camera so that they can see that it's the same thing. We have also had a dealer with tattoo on their neck, and they've used makeup to cover it up.
Pretty common also too with cocktail waitresses, the same thing. If they have tattoos, some casinos they just conceal it. So, but nowadays, modern days, it's not really.
There are some casinos that's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's less a deal. So it really depends on where you get hired. Okay, so what? Yeah, what about long hair and beards? That's a big thing. People have grown their hair out; they don't want to cut their beard off, and a lot of people under the mask they grew these massive, hairs, and then they just didn't want to cut it. Good.
Do that question one more time because you burped.
What about the long hair and the beard, sir?
Okay. So I worked at casinos where it's okay to have like a beard, but you cannot grow it out. Like you have to go on vacation, grow it out, and then come back and keep it trimmed.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So yeah, you can't have like the Duck Dynasty beard, but you can have a beard. That's okay. It just has to be trimmed. Hold on, what were we also asking?
So ZZ Top.
Oh yeah, ZZ Top. No ZZ Top. No Duck Dynasty.
No Duck Dynasty.
No
yeah,
Duck
long
Dynasty.
hair and beard. So what about the long hair?
Long hair, usually it has to be kept up to a certain length for men. Women, there's not really, it just has to really be clean. It just can't be like dreadlocks, can't be like dirty or anything like that.
I mean, again, it's one of those things where some casinos now have been literally so desperate for dealers. They've given people a pass. Most of the higher end casinos where people want to work, you just have to have a clean appearance. It is what it is. And like Alex said, you can't be growing out your beard where it looks all fungy. You have to have like grown it out and be nice. It has to be well manicured. You can't, which can take a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To keep it manicured. But anyways, all right. We don't get this asked too much, but we do have people call and they ask about what kinds of disabilities are allowed. Like what kind of disabilities? Do you know of any specific disabilities?
I know the biggest thing is you have to be able to stand. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the biggest thing is like a lot of the casino tables, even though there are ADA tables, you have to be able to stand. That's the biggest one.
So we've had a dealer that was missing a finger. That was able to get hired. So that was, as long as you can actually do the job, and again, you have to be able to stand. I have had calls from people in wheelchairs thinking that the ADA, because that they have to be accommodated. That's not really true because they post the job and the requirements for that job as is. I mean, it is what it is type of thing. There's no other way to accommodate someone who can't stand for 8 hours. Even though there are what they call ADA tables, but those are for players. ADA means Americans under Disabilities, or Americans with Disabilities Act. So there are tables that are sit-down tables. You'll see a lot of Baccarat games are like that. There's usually one sit-down blackjack table, this kind of thing. But those aren't. They'll have a dealer who, maybe if your back is hurting you or you're having some difficulty standing, they'll let you sit on that table, but not permanently. That can't be your permanent assignment because there's only usually one of those, maybe two of those, depending on the size of the casino.
And now, if you're watching this with subtitles, if you are deaf, I've actually worked with people that are deaf over the years, and that's actually not an issue.
Yeah, because everything is hand cued. It might be a little tough to be a crap dealer. That might be kind of thing. But in terms of most of the pit games, you can see everything.
Yep.
Everything gets queued up.
Yep.
Dice, of course, is a verbal game, so it can be a little difficult. That wouldn't necessarily be a thing, but yeah.
Blackjack, roulette, baccarat, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, 100%. Okay, and now we're going to go into, for those of you who have joined or are part of our join, we're going to go into the deeper discussion. So this is where we get into the deep meat. This is on the join side. So this is behind. For all of $4.99, you can be part of our student experience, and we're going to be giving you a ton of information. If you are even remotely interested in being part of the gaming community, we have a lot of courses, a lot of class material, a lot of information behind our $4.99 paywall, sir.
Yeah.
We're giving it out cheap.
It is deep.
It is deep, probative information, dude. They're all tickler stuff. All tickler stuff. That's how deep. All right, well, let's move on. We got to grow up at some point, sir. All right. So here it is. So if those of you who are now moving over to the paid part of this, we're going to talk about age.